All right, this is section 5.2, problem 12, and we're going to graph e to the x plus 3 for this function. So the first thing I'm going to do again is to make a t-table, and when I make my t-table, remember that I want the exponent to equal 0. So when I decide to choose my points, I'm going to take that exponent, which is x plus 3, and I'm going to say x plus 3 I want to equal 0. That means that my first x value should be a negative 3 when I subtract 3 from both sides. So in my t-table, I'm going to put 3 values again. I'm always going to use 3 values on these. And the middle one's going to be that negative 3. And if I go down 1, that'll be a negative 4. And if I go up 1, that'll be a negative 2. Now we're going to plug those in. So we're going to find f of negative 4. And f of negative 4 would give us e to the negative 4 plus 3 power, which is e to the negative 1 power, which is 1 over 2.7. And we're going to say that's approximately 1/3, and then put 1/3 into our t-table. All right, now f to the negative 3 power, that gives us e to the negative 3 plus 3, which is e to the 0 power, and anything raised to the 0 power is 1. So notice we keep getting that 1. That's supposed to be what happens. And f to the negative 2 power, that's e to the negative 2 plus 3 power, which is e to the first power, which is approximately 2.7. And so we put 2.7 in our t-table, and we're ready to graph. So on our grid, we're going to plot these points. We're going to plot negative 4, 1/3, and negative 3, 1, and negative 2, 2.7. There's our exponential growth curve. Notice that, again, the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. Also notice what this did to it. Adding that 3 to the exponent, that plus 3, shifted the graph left 3 units. Also, we've seen that before, right? The positive 3 added to the x shifted that graph left 3 units. So it's the exact same graph, it just got shifted left 3 units. All right, let's go look at the second one here. So for the second one, we're going to use in our t-table, make it a different color. We're going to, for our t-table, our values this time are going to be a negative 1, 0, and positive 1. And I'm not going to write this all out this time. I'm going to put, well, maybe I better. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a negative 2 and a positive 2 instead of 1, because when I find f of negative 2, I get e to the negative 0.5 times 2, negative 2, which ends up giving me e to the first power, which is 2.7. And when I do f of 0, I get e to the 0 power, which is 1. And when I do f of 2, I get e to the negative 0.5 times 2 power, which is e to the negative 1 power, which again is that 1/3. So I'm ready to go graph this. I've got a negative 2, 2.7, 0, 1, and 2, 1/3. So this is this exponential decay curve again. Our horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. And it is a decay. And also notice that that this did a stretch on it. So, well, it did a vertical shrink.